Hello everybody, Jason, I'm new as Revolution Cave for a quick pickup video. That's right. A couple of things have come in the mail. One final thing coming today. I have purchased nothing else. I'm watching a few things. I lost a few items that frustrated me. The Ricky Steamboat thumb wrestler. Not cheap. Not cheap. It is the third most expensive thumb wrestler. It is about a $35 figure. I let it go to auction. I was watching an auction and I lost out, and I didn't check to see what it ended at, but it was well over 15. It might have, I'll check. It might have stopped at 15. It might have sold for higher, but the buy it nows are 39, 49, 59, whatever buy it now nonsense. I don't know what the auction ended at. With just a couple hours left, it was at 15 bucks. So, but I must have forgot. Another item that I was winning, that I was sure I was going to get, I did not. Another item that I was winning that I was sure I was going to get, I did not. But they are in my watch list still. I will continue to look for them. There is a very cool item that I'm just going to probably grab this week at some point. It's $47 with free shipping, but I think I can get it for less, maybe 40. And it's going to look good. And it's a forgotten item. And I really thought that this thing would have sold for a heck of a lot more. But it isn't. And so I might get it. There's a lot of fun stuff in my watch list right now. Stuff that just proves this whole eBay buy it now overpriced theory. There's something that is sitting there unpurchased for $9.99. Just sitting there. $9.99 for days, for weeks. Buy it now, $9.99. Nobody's buying it. And then you search it up and it's buy it now, $199, $89.99, whatever. And it's still sitting there unsold at $9.99. So I'll probably grab that soon, and I know exactly how I'm going to display it. I'm talking in a whole bunch of cryptic messages for you, but we have two items to show you. A completion. We have completed another bendy line, another bootleg bendy line, by the way. That is my second of two bootleg lines that are now complete, and I will not get any more of them because bootlegs are not really my thing. But these two brands, these two figure lines were. And then I just got something fun that has to do with one of the bootleg lines. And it's listed for stupid prices, $200, $100. I got it for $12.99. Anyway, before we show off the pickups, I've got a new show. I've got a new show that I don't know what it's going to replace. I mean, I haven't done the top 30 television moments in a while. I haven't done the top wrestling moments in a while. They might be, you know, fizzling out unless I can come up with something. Might even morph it into a Hey, do you remember? Hey, do you remember when, you know, Andre the Giant turned on Hulk Hogan? That could be a, you know, a subreddit of my Hey, do you remember? But my birthday's coming. My birthday is coming in, well, tomorrow's May 1st, so it's 27 days. My birthday is in 27 days. I will be 48 years old, right? And I started, you know, we obviously started morphing the room again, and we sold off some stuff. And this summer, when we have the big neighborhood garage sale, I'm going to drag up a lot of my board games. And I'm going to put a Craigslist post out there or a marketplace post that says, hey, this garage sale is going to have regular dumb garage sale stuff, but it's also going to have, you know, $5 board games. Just come get them, $5. You want two, then give me $8. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to unload these board games. And I sold a couple of Nintendo games recently, or listed a few, you know, Final Fantasy, King's Quest V, that game. What is it? Hang on a second. So up on eBay right now is King's Quest V. Never gonna play it. Final Fantasy. Never gonna play it. And Shingen the Ruler. This already sold, I think. This already sold for like 13. I got to send it out. I just printed a label today. I got to send it tomorrow. It's sold today for $13. So right now, Final Fantasy and King's Quest V are listed on eBay. If it's you from the channel and you send me a best offer, make sure you let me know that it's you from the channel, and I'll treat you a little better than your average customer. But I'm not going to play these. And I know I said, look, I'm not selling any Nintendo games because Liam and I are having fun with them. Yeah, Liam and I are having fun with the games that we'll play. We're never going to play these games. We're never. And there's probably a bunch more that I'll probably sell because I will never play them. I'm not selling the games that we're playing. I'm not selling the games that we can play, but I don't do RPG games, and we're never going to play Final Fantasy or King's Quest V. We're certainly not going to play Shingen the Ruler. So this was when I was collecting and just getting everything. So anyway, the tangent that I usually go off on, it got me thinking, like, you know, do stuff with the stuff that you have instead of just collecting it, okay? And it brought me to my movies. My movie, you know, with physical media leaving a lot of stores, I haven't bought a movie in a long time. I haven't gone, you know, you don't go to Best Buy anymore for movies. When I go to Walmart, you know, there's a couple of the, you know, Shudder horror DVDs that I like to get, just blind buy those, or like $9.99. But, you know, new releases I haven't gotten, haven't cared. You know, I still check out the upcoming Blu-ray list, you know, online, and kind of make a note of, you know, what I might want to buy. I'm not really upgrading anymore to 4K. I'm not going to do that anymore. You know, if the only thing I'm going to upgrade to 4K is if Friday the 13th continues with 4K, or if Nightmare on Elm Street comes out on 4K, I think I'll get that. I didn't even get Rocky on 4K, you know, so I'm not going to upgrade the Goonies. I'm not going to upgrade, you know, E.T. to 4K. I'm just done with that. So I'm looking at my movies and I'm like, you know, why don't you watch these? You know, why don't you watch them? And again, partnering up with Liam, as he becomes 12 now, and I can show him a few, you know, I can expand his movie watching a little bit. We went through all 6 Rockies, and we're halfway done with Creed 2. You know, we'll watch Creed 3 and then we're done. But I was like, I probably would have never, how long would it have taken me to watch Creed 2 and Creed 3? I watched Creed 1 a year ago. They both still had the wrapper on them. You know, what am I doing? So I've decided a new show before we get into the pickups is watching every movie that I own in alphabetical order. All of my movies are displayed in alphabetical order, and I'm literally going to watch every single one, unless I just watched it. I'm not going to watch Creed again. I'm not going to watch the Rockies again. I literally just watched them. But I'm good at my movies are separated horror and non-horror. And they're both alphabetical, so they're not mixed at all. So last night I watched straight through, and that's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to try to watch a movie in one night. I lose interest if I go into the second, third, and sometimes next week. You know, I'll like Creed 2, Liam and I haven't watched in like 4 days. I've already lost a little bit of interest in it. So I'm going to try to stay up and just sit there and watch a movie. So last night I went to my shelf. I grabbed the first movie off my shelf in the non-horror section, and it was Above the Law with Steven Seagal. Now, unfortunately, it's a 3 Blu-ray set. It's got Above the Law, Under Siege, and Under Siege 2. So I don't know if I'm going to try to like remember to watch them in the U section, or if I'm just going to watch all 3 and then cross that off. I'm not sure. I'll probably watch all 3. Because I'll forget to go back to it. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through the shelf, and I'm literally going to pull the movie off and watch it, whether I'm interested in it or not. You know, I have The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth that I'm not really interested in those, but I'm going to watch them because I freaking own them, and I spent money on them. And how long am I going to hold on to these things and do nothing with them? So that's going to be a new show. I'm not going to review the movies until I do at least 3. To put some length to the video. So in a couple of days, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the non-horror one night and then alternate to horror the next night. So tonight is 1408. That's the first movie that I have in alphabetical order. you put the numbers first. So I've got 1408, and I'm going to watch that. And that's actually one of my favorite horror movies. I'm not super interested in seeing it again. I probably saw it last year, but I'm going to do this, and I'm going to watch every single one of my movies. And I will probably find some that I didn't know that I loved. So I'm going to do that. And then every 3 movies, I'll review them with you. So the first show, we're going to do Above the Law, Steven Seagal. We're going to do 1408. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to actually watch Under Siege, I think, because it came in the Above the Law 3-pack. I'll forget. I'll forget when I get to the U's. So we're going to knock that off first. Okay. That's going to be a new show, and we'll talk about all 3 movies. All right, pickups, finally, pickups. All right, so let's do the let's do the bendy first. I told you that you know, I was going after the IWA bendies. You can see them kind of above me. No, you can't. They're up there. There they are. They're above. They're on the shelf here. Let's see. There you go. There you go. They're right there. There's like 8 of them, I think. And I needed one more, and I've got him. I think it's the Mad Russian. I think that's his name. It's the something Russian. I think it's the Mad Russian. But there he is, my final IWA bendy. And I'll tell you, this one, these annoyed me a little bit, because to me, these are worth 50 cents each. Okay, to me, these are, you know, a garage sale bin that, you know, has old Happy Meal toys and old keychains, and then the IWA bendies floating around. But people are selling them for all kinds of stupid prices. And this particular figure, it had some missing paint on the hat, and it had some nasty markings on the chest. So I cleaned it up the best I could, and I painted in the hat a little bit, and it looks perfectly fine. But in the picture, it looked a mess. And the guy had it for like, this thing was listed since I began collecting these. So it's been about 3 months, and this figure just keeps renewing on eBay. $14, $14, $14, $14. It just sits there, $14. And I was like, all right, I gotta just get it, because it's time to like get it. And I messaged the guy, and I was like, this thing's been sitting around for a while. Why don't you let it go? You know, I'll give you 7. And he's like, best I can do right now is 12. I'm like, best you can do right, like your whole life depends on it. Best you can do is 12. So I was like, okay, it's over. I have completed the IWA bendies, $12 plus shipping, of course, for the Mad Russian. There he is, my final IWA bendy, and I'll put him up here, right there. There he is. 4 of them have the bendy stands from 4 Left 3D Creations, and then I ran out, and I don't have any more. And the other 4 just kind of sit there. There you go. So the IWA bendies are complete. Now, the wrestling champs right here with the LJN heads, I've completed the ones that I want. There's many more. There's many more, you know, generic-y figures. I don't care about those at all. But I've got the 5 that I wanted. I've got the 5 with the LJN heads. Well, I started seeing them carded, and I started seeing them for stupid carded prices, $199 and so on. Then I saw one for $14.99 or $12.99. I can't remember. And I was like, $12.99. And I bought it. I bought it for $12.99. I want to say I got it for free shipping. I think this was straight up free shipping, and I'm happy with it. The only reason I got this was because not only did they steal the LJN heads, but they stole the LJN carding. So there we have the Jimmy Snuka knockoff with the Jimmy Snuka head. More importantly, on the LJN carding artwork. Look at that. Look at the Hogan with the, I'm looking at my LJN card. Yeah, it's different. I mean, Hogan's, you know, twisting Big John Studd's arm in the LJN carding. Here he's posing in the perfect Hulk Hogan LJN pose with the brown LJN title. I guess he's supposed to maybe be stepping on Big John Stud's hands, but he's not. His foot is not on his hands, but you've got those green, like, lightning bolts indicating pain. Yeah, we got John Studd on his knees and the Hogan LJN figure just standing above him with the tag team title. And I just thought that that was the best thing ever. So I bought it. And at one point, yes, indeed, they were $1.99. And this reminds me of like a drugstore sticker. So I bet you these were the cheap toys that were sold at drugstores. $1.99. You know somebody's aunt got you this. You know your aunt got you this. Last minute Easter present. You know, calling your mom. What do I get him? Oh, he likes the wrestlers. Go get him the wrestlers. Well, which ones? I don't know. Just get him a wrestler. So then she goes to, you know, she goes to CVS or Eckerd's or Faye's while she's buying her, you know, her hair dye and her, you know, sanitary napkins. And she goes down the toy aisle and she goes, oh, look, there's the wrestlers. They're $1.99. Get him. Get him. He'll love them. So there we go. There we go. And then you open it, and you're like, oh, so anyway, I got it because of the carding. I love it. Such a rip off of LJNs. And I'm just going to simply tack it on the wall over there and be done with them. I don't need the other ones carded. I don't need any of them carded. Now, looking on the back, the LJN knockoffs aren't even on the back. Or are they? Yes, they are. I couldn't really tell by looking. So we've got the Hogan knockoff. His name is CG. I don't know who this knockoff is supposed to be, but this is the Andre knockoff, and his name is Mark. We have the Iron Sheik knockoff, and his name is Mask. And then we have the Big John Studd knockoff, and his name is Brute. And then we have Mr. Masked Guy, and his name is Mr. Unknown. So I don't know. I don't think that this one is Snuka. I don't think that one's Snuka, but Snuka, it's not. So Snuka doesn't have a name. So maybe you got to get the other ones because his name isn't on here. So I don't know what the Snuka's name is, but Andre is Mark, Sheik is Mask, Hogan is CG, and Studd is Brute. Oh, I'm not going to get them all, right? I'm not going to get them all. Because you're not going to get it for $14.99. There's going to be some idiot selling it for $200. I'm good. I'm good with the Snuka on card. I got the Hogan. I got the LJN artwork that I wanted, and we're good. All right, so that's it. Go on eBay. Buy my Nintendo games, Final Fantasy, King's Quest V. I'll even autograph them for you, and you know that'll bring up the value. Tomorrow is Wrestling with the Past. I have to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a Wrestling with the Past because I just watched it and it's fresh and I want to do a Wrestling with the Past. So that's what we'll do. All right. That is all. Good night now.